Magenta Moonbeam is wrapped in gauze and silks. She looks vaguely mysterious and mysteriously vague.
Could I try talking to the Lois again?
If you think you can convince them to grant you their approval, of course. Well done, Mr. Knight. You have earned the Lois' approval.
Truly, it's an honor. Now, about that code.
Let me see. Well, some of it is nonsense, I'm afraid. Whoever wrote this wasn't very good.
That's all right. Just tell me what it says.
It starts with a D and J. Then... okay, this part makes sense. It says, conclave tonight, bring... well, then there's more nonsense. F-W-E-T-K-A-S-H. The last bit might mean cash. Fresh cash? Doesn't make much sense.
That's okay, thanks. D-J, conclave, K-A-S-H. It's a start.
I'm happy I could help.
Could I ask you a few more questions?
Certainly.
Tell me about yourself.
Yes? What would you like to hear?
Tell me anything at all.
I am happy here with my clientele and my snake.
I can't think of anything.
Very well.
About Grimwald.
What about her?
Tell me anything at all.
Many people are afraid of snakes. Isn't that silly?
Totally. Tell me anything at all.
Snakes shed their skins from time to time. You have to be especially careful of them when they're shedding.
I'll keep it in mind. Nothing. Never mind.
All right.
Give me an example of gris-gris.
To ensure the safety of your child, cut a lock of its hair while it is still a baby and keep it with you. The child must have all its hair before it can die.
These are interesting.
They're very old. The gris-gris that I prepare is much more powerful, I can assure you. But I don't give out those secrets.
Do you get many people in here on an average day?
Some days, the need for my power is greater than others. But I have many regular clients who would be lost without my vision, Mr. Knight.
I can imagine.
The shelf holds a variety of unusual objects. The kind of thing Gabriel refers to as junk. It's Gabriel's sketch of the series of crosses from the Nouveau tomb wall, with magenta moonbeams translation penciled in. Gabriel gazes at the translation of the code that Moonbeam gave him, pondering who wrote it and for whom it was meant.
Well, I guess I'll be going now.
As you wish. Do what you will, if it harm none.
Count on it.
Gabriel can't put his sketch back on the wall. The wall doesn't work that way. The voodoo code message is still on the wall.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sure, I see them marks all the time on the tombs. Don't know what they mean, though.
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Nope, can't say that I have.
How's business today?
About like every day. It's what you call a seller's market.
Gabriel can't take anything from the tomb wall that way. The wall doesn't work that way. The wall doesn't work that way. The voodoo code message is still on the wall. Gabriel can't put his sketch back on the wall. Gabriel gazes at the translation of the code that Moonbeam gave him, pondering who wrote it and for whom it was meant. Gabriel gazes at the translation of the code that Moonbeam gave him, pondering who wrote it and for whom it was meant. Gabriel magnifies the shed skin from a gentle moonbeam snake. The snake's scales are hued brown. They don't match the scales from Lake Pontchartrain.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh. You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did. I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see. We were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door the next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
You're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that. There's something in the ashtray. Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
There's a snake scale in the ashtray. The item in the ashtray is too small to pick up by hand. Gabriel finds a snake scale in the ashtray. It's a souvenir from the museum's python. He places the two scales together. The two iridescent scales are a perfect match. That doesn't seem to work that way.
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, come on in.
I have these two snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It definitely suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. I'll be in touch. Meanwhile, you stay out of trouble. I mean it.
I'll try. Thanks, bud.
Now lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine. Excuse me, officer?
Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Fine. I'll get back to work.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Damn. What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel!
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in the back. It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
Oh, God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No, I'll take care of it.
But, Gabriel...
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
Shh, it's gonna be fine. Now go on. Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No, I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning, the one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Special delivery, it seems.
It's just an envelope.
I can see that.
The book contains several pages of Rada drum codes. Grace actually managed to find a book under Rada drum code. Times dated June 23rd, 1993. Gabriel finds an article about St. John's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. John's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. John, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. John's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die, or your life will change forever.
Sure, why not? It is St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where? Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
What do you know about voodoo?
I know more than I ever cared to. I wish you'd never messed with this voodoo stuff in the first place.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I know you shouldn't be messing with it, and I know you will anyway.
Are you okay?
I'd be peachy if you'd give up all this voodoo crap, Gabriel.
That doesn't work that way.
Does this mean anything to you?
Sure, I ordered it for you, remember?
Oh yeah, right.
That doesn't seem to work that way. The book contains several pages of Rada drum codes. Gabriel opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley and a small brass key. Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested that I take vacation time, so I am, at least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
the note is signed by Mosley. The key is from Mosley.
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
An abandoned car sits in front of the police station, one tire removed.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
We don't have a Detective Mosley here.
What? I've seen him here all week.
Listen to what I'm saying. We don't have a Detective Mosley on the force.
The desk sergeant looks like a poster boy for heart disease. 30 extra pounds between his armpits and his belt, and a complexion the consistency of gray oatmeal. In other words, a typical product of good Southern cooking.
It's stuck. I need a tool of some kind.
That won't open the window.
Oh, God. That's awful. That dead bird doesn't look like an accident. A warning? It might come in handy. Not a chance in hell. All right, I'm going in.
There's a tracking device in the drawer.
This tracker might come in handy. What the hell was that? I knew you'd miss me, so I came back.
Really? I forgot you were gone.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
That's not the way it works. Gabriel has to leave the signal device somewhere, and the tracker part will locate it. This device is called a tracker. Gabriel remembers a time when he and Mosley used it, illegally, with a couple of babes in a white convertible. It operates as follows. The signal device attaches to an object such as a car. The signal device emits a signal that appears on the tracker LED, allowing the object to be tracked.
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Does any of this look familiar to you?
No, sir. Never seen anything like that before. Looked like a foreign language.
Hey, Grace, here I am.
Whew boy, party time.
Gabriel gazes at the translation of the code that Moonbeam gave him, pondering who wrote it and for whom it was meant.